As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I hope everyone took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals. Now it's time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play action, Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
87 yards.
And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They get this out left. Touchdown!
KJ Osborne.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
from 19 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. Down inside the 40. The Vikings sit 6-5 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now it's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really
open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now Cousins.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is rough.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Remember, we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play fake. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. They'll find Osborne here. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
154 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Completes this to Addison out left.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Cousins.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. Left side, got Jones.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Fighting his way through contact.
And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Pushing his way through. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
182 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
K.J. Osborne
with his second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing on third down. Fields.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
11. Hey, 551. Extend. Hey, 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Now Fields. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On play action, Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Easy. Go.
Off play action, Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Fields changing the play. Fields.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Velus Jones
From 6 yards away.
and the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They're going to keep it on the ground.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Wow, 185 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. West right zip. You got a mini base. Right.
Fields on 1st down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch. To get both feet in.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
West 35. Hey, number. EQ.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cousins to throw.
They'll find Osborne here. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Now Cousins.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision,